Something massive is happening in enterprise technology right now, and most people don't see it yet. We are witnessing the great enterprise unbundling, the era of one vendor owning the entire tech stack. Your CRM, your analytics, your infrastructure, your AI is coming to an end. And the RedPoint CIO survey just gave us the receipts. 46% of CIOs are actively replacing legacy SaaS with AI native startups. Not next year, now. But here is the part that's even more interesting. The other 54% aren't staying because they love their vendor. They are staying because the switching cost is so catastrophic that they'd rather keep paying a premium for mediocrity than risk a failed migration. Now, I think it's important to consider what's happening in the tectonic shift in the auto industry. Look at what Tesla's doing right now and think about the impact that that is going to have on the auto industry going forward. What's going to happen is there are the car companies that are adopting the technology that Tesla's using, probably partnering with them. There's probably some backroom deals going on. I believe we can go find data about the ones that are partnering with Tesla and all that. But you've got those companies that are applying the modern approach to full self-drive, to automation. And then you've got the legacy car companies who decided to stay the course. It's too expensive, too difficult. We can't apply the first principles because we've got a platform that is impossible with multi-thousands of parts versus, a few hundred parts in a Tesla to address. And it's not just Tesla. There's Rivian, International Scouts coming out. I think you're probably going to see some self-drive capability in a vehicle like that because, again, these guys are taking a new approach. So now, let me give you some context. For the last 2 decades, the enterprise playbook has been simple. Pick a vendor, go all in, build everything on their platform. Salesforce, SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, you name it. You picked it. HubSpot, you picked your horse and you rode it. And for a while, it worked. But somewhere around 2018, that model began to start breaking. These platforms got so bloated, so complex, and so expensive to customize that companies started spending more on integration consultants than on the platforms themselves. I've personally audited enterprises where the professional services spend was 3 times the license cost. That is the silent tax that you all are paying, and it's compounding every year. Okay, so Mike, great. You got a lot of data, sounds great, etc. Right? You're just like, you come at us with all this stuff, give me a solution. Are you ready? Are you listening? So what's the alternative? The great unbundling means enterprises stop trying to make one vendor do everything, and instead they pick best-of-breed tools for each function and then connect them with an orchestration layer that brings all the data together and makes those systems sing and makes the organization sing. Most importantly, makes the customers sing. This is the system of systems approach. We've been doing this since 2014, systems of systems. Gartner actually said we were the system of systems at an event once, but we've been way ahead of the market. That's good news, that's bad news. But the good news is we're right where we're supposed to be right now. Maybe you want to keep Salesforce your CRM because it's a great CRM in your opinion. Well, guess what? With a low-code platform, you can fold that function right on because CRM is native in many low-code platforms. Oh, you want to keep SAP for finance because it's a great finance platform. Fair. There's some other cool finance platforms out there, but fair. But you stop asking Salesforce to be your project management tool, and you stop asking SAP to handle customer support. You let each of those systems do what it does best, and then you put in an intelligent middle layer, an orchestration layer that speaks every system's language, it routes the data between them, it keeps every system up to date, and it embeds AI into the handoffs. And it gives your users one clean interface, so they never have to Alt-Tab between 6 applications again. Let me give you the math. When you orchestrate instead of migrate, 3 things happen. First, professional services spend drops by about 75%. You say, yeah, it can't be. No, true. You stop paying consultants to build custom integrations because the platform does it natively. Second, deployment time goes from months to weeks. The visual builder lets your own team, not contractors, configure the workflows. Talk about extreme ownership at the business layer. That's what you want. Third, future-proof your stack. When a new AI model, for instance, launches or a better SaaS tool emerges, you swap it out. Or if you end up building a workflow that solves all of your orchestration, but it solves your business operating system needs, you drop them all or whatever parts you don't need. Not sure that makes sense to you, but it's really simple. Again, like I said a minute ago, you bring an orchestration layer in, you connect all these systems together, and then you figure out with the workflows you've built, oh, that whole CRM outbound calling solution, that can be right on the platform. You just fold in the functions and capabilities of each of those systems, and they're customized for you, giving you an unstoppable advantage over your competitors. Your infrastructure then becomes modular, adaptable, and anti-fragile. The great unbundling is not a prediction. It's happening. The CIOs who understand this are moving now, not to a new monolith, but to a new architecture, one that gives them control, speed, and the freedom to evolve without asking permission from a vendor. If you're a leader sitting in the 54% right now, paralyzed by the fear of rip and replace, know that there is a third option. Because I believe, my opinion is, that the folks that are in the 54% that say that they're going to stick with their legacy platforms just don't understand that there is an option out there. You don't migrate, orchestrate, and everything changes.